Good afternoon. In relation to recent statements from supporters of the Super League requiring more creativity from the managers regarding tactical choices, I felt it has fallen upon me as one of the longest serving Super League managers to respond in kind and treat it with the respect it deserves. But not only that, but to expose the untruths behind the recent torrent of anti-two at the back protesting. It was with great interest that I read the recent statement by friend and foe, ChampMegasave, whose following of CM0102 disciples will blindly believe what he tells them to be right and true and factful. But do not trust everything that you read. For example, on page 2 of his statement, he writes, and one-time manager. Mr. Palmer is in fact a two-time Super League manager. Please consider that unquestionable evidence of how he dictates his own narrative and will cover the truth if it does not suit, and why you cannot trust everything that is said. Then he throws around accusations of me selling out because he's used to me being at the bottom of the table, but now I'm actually challenging. For my money, that is just petty, childish name calling, because currently I am the exception to his rule and the one that does not match up to his narrative. As for the CMSL in general, he wants someone not to play two at the back. It worked out well for Churchtown last night, who threw away a victory in the last minute and got a draw. Panathinaikos were a revelation with their one at the back, but it was a different time then. The Valen Pineapple that he's championing won nothing. The Hall's Narrow achieved 2 unsuccessful playoff campaigns. And he himself, with his revolutionary one at the back, only achieved a 6th place finish. When he left for the second time, Maka came in and with virtually the same squad made the final because he was willing to adapt tactically. All of the managers I've mentioned there, I have great respect for, and their teams achieved a lot, but none of them won. I'm not saying it's because they didn't play two at the back, but it is a recurring theme. It's a lot tougher now, Mr. Palmer, as shown last season in the final game of the regular, when Haggis Hunters played one at the back against yours truly, when we were in truly awful form and they got smashed. I respect Mr. Palmer is still passionate about the Super League and passionate enough to have an opinion. But based on what he said in his statement and what he bleats on about in his tweets and his comments, compared to the actual evidence I have given you here today, I offer up to you that perhaps he is now turning into a bit of a Super League dinosaur, and his ideals of what should be belong in the history books. Please continue watching, and I hope you continue to enjoy the unpredictable nature of what is the new Super League.